Hey everyone, Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my comic book review for this week of February 2014. I'm a bit late with this one. I had to find the time to read these books and form an opinion on them. And I know I'm still running behind on reviews for Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, and I will get caught up on that as soon as I possibly can. I still need to take a look at Cataclysm for Inc. Plus. I think I've decided to stop reviewing Savage Wolverine because after that last story, I think I got burnt out on it. But I understand Ultimate Spider-Man will continue, and I will probably keep reviewing that for Inc. Plus. But after Cataclysm, I don't know what I'll be reviewing next for Inc. Plus. I would probably like to review the new Fantastic Four series or maybe something else. I don't know. But I'll find out what it is when I get to it. But on to this week's books. I got some from DC, a couple from Dynamite, and a couple from Marvel. I'm gonna run through the DC, then go through Dynamite, then end with Marvel. All right, we're gonna start off DC with Detective Comics number 28. This is another chapter in Gothtopia. Now, I read the Batgirl tie-in, and it was good. It was really good. I didn't read the Catwoman or the Birds of Prey tie-in, so I don't know what's going on in those books, nor do I really honestly care. But in this part, okay, I'm starting to see some things going on here. Now, keep in mind, I did not read the other two tie-ins to this, so there may be things y'all will know about this that I don't, okay? I'm just going by what I see and hear. But in this particular issue, I'm noticing that some of the Arkham inmates, by the way they're behaving in here, I'm starting to wonder, are they behind this along with the main party? Minor spoiler here. The person behind all of this is the Scarecrow. I'll give that away. I feel like I have to explain this question, so I can ask this question. Are the other inmates in on it, or is the Scarecrow playing with them as well? That was a big question for me in this particular issue. It looks like it could be either way, the way this story is told. And my girlfriend's dad pointed this out to me. We both hate the name Catbird. What? Catbird? Really? But John Layman does some really good writing in here. It's not perfect, but it is solid for what it is. Aaron Lopresti. Mr. Lopresti, I've got to give you props. The artwork in here is fantastic. And I really love the way you draw Ivy. I love Ivy, and I love how you draw her. Perfectly sexy, yet seductively evil. I fucking love it. It's great. And I like what Batman's doing in here. Like the title says, Detective Comics. It's sharpening up Batman's detective skills and does a really good job. It's espionage storytelling mixed with a bit of a mindfuck style storytelling. It's just really, really good. Fantastic style. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil too much more. But what I will say is it was solid writing, good artwork, just good solid artwork, and one of those dun 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 kinds of cliffhangers. And when I saw the cliffhanger, I was like, Scarecrow, you motherfucker. This was good stuff. Really enjoyed this read. Not completely sold on Gothtopia because I haven't read all of it. But for what it is good. And I will say this, it is a much better, easier read than Zero Year, if you can believe that. I mean, this is really good stuff. I'd say pick that one up. Okay. Y'all know what this is? Y'all see that? It means it's time for him. You're up. Yeah, baby, I'm back. You just can't get enough of Earth 2 goodness, can you? Y'all know I'm the real reason y'all are watching this, right? I'm not? Oh, the smackle. Oh, things I want to do, the things I want to say, but
if I go there, I probably get booted off of this show, if you know what I mean. Now, whether you like it or not, y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna listen to me talk proudly about my book, my world, Earth 2, baby. We're talking about Earth 2, number 20. The forces of Apocalypse meet the rising tide of Aquawoman. Oh yeah. Tom Taylor still doing a hell of a job. Barry Kitson does the artwork. Barry Kitson does the artwork. It's good, but I'm already getting withdrawals from Nicola Scott's artwork. Gotta have some more of that kind of artwork. Oh yeah. Her artwork makes me tingle all over. Yeah, baby, it's so good. But this story was really good. This wasn't quite as epic as the annual was, but this was still very, very well done. This is some good shit. In this book, we basically get Aquawoman showing off just how badass she can be if you push your buttons. The shit she does to the parademons in here. Oh, nice shit. Nice shit. And then we go over to Mr. S-Man himself, Superman, doing not so Superman shit for Darkseid. He's working for Darkseid. He looks like he's coming off a little bit like Darkseid's paper champion, if you will. But Superman does some shit in here that, you know, is as wild as I can get. I gotta say, Supes, man, really, you're making this shit personal. You're making this shit real. Oh, you done fucked with the wrong planet, Superboy. Superman, who the fuck cares? You're Darkseid's bitch. But there's some things going on with the rest of the Wonders, including Batman, Red Tornado. You got him. Everybody's talking about what's going on at the end of the story with Red Tornado's conversation with the little alien friend that they picked up. Where are they gonna go with this? This is fantastic stuff. Great stuff. Great reading. I likes it. We get some good character development for Lois, for this new Kryptonian friend that they got here, and some really, really wild shit from Darkseid's Superman bitch and from Aquawoman. Very good stuff. I enjoys it. It's good. Buy it, read it, and love it. If you don't buy it, and if you don't read it, and if you don't love it, then this book might not be around much longer, and I'll be gone. You wouldn't want to do that to me, no, would you? Would you? Bottom line is, this was good shit. You need to enjoy it. Good shit. Don't take my word for it. Go find some other people who are praising the hell out of this. I dare you to. Just get on board with Earth 2 and love it for what it is. It's DC breaking all the rules or bending all the rules, whatever the fuck you want to say. And they're doing a good job with it. It's good shit. Buy it, read it, love it. If you don't, y'all can kiss my ass. Trying to be nice for you, Mr. supposedly real Blugoblin here. But you only giving me one book to review. And don't cut it with me. I want to review more books. Do you understand me? I want to review more books. We'll talk about this later. I'm out.
Oh boy, I apologize for his behavior, folks. I mean, he thinks he's going to try and take over this show. He can keep on thinking. It's not going to happen. He's still lucky I let him review this book. It really is lucky. But despite his threats against me and against you, I will say this. He's right about this. This was a solid read. Really good stuff. Tom Taylor does a great job with the writing. Fantastic stuff. Can't say enough goodness about Earth 2. Now, let me put these down for just a second. Let me talk about this. Green Lantern number 28. There's a reason why I don't have this in a bag on the board. But I'm going to talk about Green Lantern 28. This is the part 1 of the Red Daughter of Krypton story, or as the interior says, calls it Red Alert. It calls it Red Daughter of Krypton, yet on the inside it's called Red Alert. Okay, whatever. Robert Venditti and Billy Tan give us the goods here on this issue. This was good. This was really good. Further, we're getting back to the greens and the reds going at each other. It's been a while since we've seen these two corps tangle, and it's good. This is really good stuff. But my only complaint, and call me an old school fanboy if you will, but the New 52 has been going around for probably, the past 3 years? 3 years or so? Almost three years. Not quite 3 years right now, but excuse me, it's getting there. Nobody's ever heard of Supergirl? Hal Jordan has never heard of Supergirl? That kind of bothers me. You would think, working alongside Superman in the League, you think he probably would have mentioned, oh, hey, I got a Kryptonian cousin who's just as powerful as I am, if not maybe more powerful. She calls herself Supergirl. I'd probably like you to meet her sometime. Nobody's ever heard of Supergirl outside of Superman? Okay. Nobody in the Green Lantern Corps nor the Red Lantern Corps. Nobody's ever heard of her. Okay, fine. I'll go with that. But this is some really decent storytelling. Very well handled. The best part of one of the best parts of this was Hal's talk with Saint Walker. It's like Saint Walker, he understands why Hal needs him, but he's like, he basically says, only one person's going to find hope for me, and that's me. Until then, you're on your own, because, situation comes up with the Reds, and, because remember, the blue can purify the red and save them, but Saint Walker's not having any of it. He's lost all his hope. He won't put on his ring again because of the whole, emotional spectrum drains the power of the universe thing with the whole relic storyline and everything. And I get that. I mean, this is actually really interesting storytelling when you actually dive into these characters and see why they now regret using their rings. It's really well told. And there's a big cliffhanger at the end of this issue that kind of makes Hal maybe second guess the deal he made with Guy Gardner, which takes us into Red Lanterns number 28. This is the other side of the flipbook special. I thought this was a pretty neat idea. Take 2 issues for one and just flip them around like this. I thought this was nice. But this doesn't immediately start where Green Lantern 28 left off. First, we got to wrap up with the Shadow Thief, and then wrap up everything that's going on between Guy and Ice, Tora. Wrap up what's going on between them, then get to the part with Supergirl. This is good stuff. Apparently, Guy Gardner's never met Kara either, but they do establish that she is a Kryptonian, and they get her into that red lake, that blood lake that apparently gives her mind back, so she now has free will. She can teach, she can speak, she's got her intelligence back, and she says, "I'm Kara Zor-El." And Hal is like telling Guy, he says, hey, L, that's a last name like Jordan or Gardner, but on Krypton, Superman is an L. He's Kal-El. I think they might be related, and that's when Guy's just like, gosh, shit. This was good stuff, and the stuff with Atrocitus in here was really, really good. This was a fantastic read. I enjoyed it. This was great. Loved every bit of it. It just flowed very nicely. You can see that Hal and Guy are still trying to be friends, but you can really see that deep animosity they have toward each other. And, not to mention Guy is harping on hell about that deal they made with Relic. Remember, Guy wants Sector 2814, and that includes Earth. Now, that's where I'm going to leave this review at for this particular book, because I don't want to give everything else away. But the storytelling in here is really solid, very well detailed. The artwork is good. I loved it. It was great. It wasn't perfect, but like I always say, just take it for what it is and see if you enjoyed it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Me, personally, I liked this. Both issues of this flip book were really, really good. I enjoyed it. I still don't understand why people hate on Red Lanterns. I am starting to see other reviewers on the internet who say they do like Red Lanterns, and that's great. I want to see more of that. But I'm still seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, I don't like this book. It's, I just don't like the Red Lanterns. They're just so rage. There's always rage." And I see a lot of people's dislikes for it, and I can get that. Not everybody likes the Red Lanterns. Some people wanted a Blue Lantern series, or maybe a Sinestro Corps series, which Sinestro is getting a series, I believe. Larafleeze has got a series, the Orange Lantern, single Orange Lantern, okay? But, I mean, just give it a chance. Give Red Lanterns a chance. It is a solid series. Of course, we all know Green Lantern's not going to go anywhere, but Red Lanterns, I really think, needs some more love. It is really good. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed that book. We're ending DC off with The Movement, issue number 9. Guest starring Batgirl. Now, you give me The Movement, you give me Batgirl, and you give me Gail Simone, and I'm gonna be there. This was fantastic. I even spoke to Gail shortly before I even read this book, and I asked her, what one person did you believe would have the biggest fan base out of this team of The Movement? And she originally thought, and she told me, she thought it was going to be Catharsis, but it turns out the characters of Virtue, Vengeance Moth, and Mouse have been getting the most fan love in her eyes. And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I like Vengeance Moth. I love this character. I mean, not in a romantic way, in a fanboy way. I mean, I am loving this character. I love what they do with her. She seems so sweet and so innocent, but she's one of those characters, we've seen this done before, but for her it works because you give her a handicap, no pun intended. You give her a handicap that she is physically disabled. She's in a wheelchair, so you would think that she would be a pushover. But if you push her buttons and you piss her off, that's when she becomes extremely powerful, and she becomes one of those characters you don't want to fuck with. And I love that. This was really good stuff. And I even told Gail that Fruit Snack might end up becoming a comic book meme all over the internet, and I think it probably has been. But seeing Batgirl work with this team, yeah, let's call it that, work with this team. It was good. I loved the dialogue. I loved the interaction between all of them. It was really good. And seeing her go toe-to-toe with Catharsis again, that was really good stuff. Even Batgirl, she's like, okay, you want to fight? Let's fight, bitch. And Batgirl accidentally takes it a bit too far and kind of hurts Catharsis a little bit. But seeing how heroic Batgirl is, she instantly regrets possibly, injuring Catharsis. So she's willing to put up a truce for now to find out what's going on. She's looking for somebody she's trying to take back to Gotham, but things don't go too well between Barbara and the Movement. I mean, this is really solid storytelling, really good stuff. There's some good comedy in here, good drama, good action. The artwork is getting better. I mean, Freddie Williams II, his artwork is actually improving on here. This is really solid stuff. I loved it. It was fantastic. Without question, the best DC book this week. Incredible stuff. Gail, I love you. You're a great writer. You're one of my favorite writers, not just of this moment, but probably of all time. This is fantastic stuff. I loved it. Moving on to Dynamite, we're going to start off with Green Hornet number 9. This is from Magic Mark Waid. Mark Waid just making that magic work. This is good. This is really good. Britt has got his back against the wall. The FBI, the police, they have made him public enemy number 1. All points are out. Put up roadblocks. Do whatever you can to capture this son of a bitch and take him down. He is without a doubt, the most wanted criminal in Chicago, and everybody's out for his head. And Brent's actually pleased with it. He's like, that's what we wanted to do. You know, to do his heroics, he's got to look like the super criminal. And I just love this storytelling. It's just great stuff. And we open up the issue with a kind of moment. And it's just, whoa. It involves the cop that he was trying to bribe. And I'm like, oh my God, this is good stuff. And to see what this cop goes through, this is the best part. This is the best part of the story. To see what this cop, he was trying to bribe, that Hornet was trying to bribe, to see the shit he was going through just in this particular issue alone. Oh my God, just fantastic drama, incredible storytelling. This was good. And then to see what happens to that cop later on in the issue, to see what he does to Hornet, I'm like, what the fuck? But then again, considering what he just went through, you kind of can't blame him. I guess he's fucking had enough. Just really, really good stuff. And then, you know, he has a conversation later on with Hornet. Not with Britt Reed, but with Hornet. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I mean, this was an emotionally heavy issue. Good drama. That solid espionage-style storytelling that Mark Waid is so goddamn good at when it comes to this series. This is fantastic. I'm actually deciding which one of Mark Waid's series I like more, Green Hornet or Daredevil. I mean, they're both fucking incredible. This is good stuff. This is, oh, I just can't go on anymore without spoiling everything. This is fucking incredible. I might have to go back to doing picks of the week and make this the pick of the week. This was incredible. Going on to the Spider, number 17. This is from Dynamite. Poor Richard. He's another one of these heroes that's got his back against the wall. Oh, he is reunited with his former love, Nita. She left her husband and she's back with Richard. You know, she doesn't have, a cop's eye anymore. But she is still able to, you know, pull some strings and find out some information for her, which is still good for the Spider. But there's a group of criminals going around that are run by one of the Red Hand's former henchmen, who we also found out earlier in the series was also his lover, Gas Mask. And he's assembling this cult of crooks who are criminals, yet they are also kind of civil and polite, and they're gentlemen, you know, at the same time. You know, it's like they're bad guys that act polite and act pleasant, yet they still commit these crimes. It's really, really weird. But it's like even Richard himself is like, these guys are creepy as hell. And it's just really good stuff, really good storytelling. Some statements are made in the at the end of the issue concerning the woman who's running Wentworth Industries and everything. This was just a very solid issue, spectacular read. I loved it. It was great. Nothing more to say about this. I think this was solid, and the next issue is going to be the series finale, and it's, oh God, I'm going to be so sad to see this series go. But I'm glad my bro, one of my best friends, TheMtVernonKid, Chris, I'm glad you got me hooked onto this, because as soon as you got me hooked onto this, I knew I was going to be a fan. And it's only 18 issues and it's already going, and it's really going to be sad. I'll look up solicits and I'll see if they're going to restart the series with a new #1 or something like that. Give me some more Spider goodness, Dynamite. This is really good stuff. Alright, we're moving on to Marvel. Looking at Ms. Marvel, #1. I almost missed out on this. Wilson and Alfona. I mean, this is the your average first issue get to know your character shtick. We're introduced to the new character. We get to know about her. We get to know about her upbringing, her family, where she lives, how she's raised and everything. What kind of a person is she? You know, this has been done millions of times. You use the first issue to get everybody introduced and get the whole story straightened up and everything. And it's done very well. It's done very well. The new Ms. Marvel, I believe her name is pronounced Kamala. Hang on. I want to make sure I'm getting these names right so I don't butcher it, so y'all don't call me out on it. And Kamala, yeah. It turns out she's a big comic book nerd. She, has daydreams, and she, dreams about being a hero herself. And it's just really good stuff. I mean, some of it is a bit stock cliche. She's a rebel teenager who wants to have that fabulous lifestyle that a lot of popular teenagers have. She wants to go to parties. She wants to have a boyfriend. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. And her family thinks nothing of it. I mean, we've seen this storytelling millions of times. We're getting it again. But it's still entertaining. It's still really well done. She goes to a party. Some kind of mist comes along. And this is how the way she becomes Ms. Marvel kind of confused me a little bit. I was like, okay, what the hell are they doing here? But I was entertained enough to say, I'm going to stick with this and keep giving it a try and see where they go from here. Who knows? It could go somewhere really, really good. Not much really happens in here, but for a first issue to introduce all the characters that we're going to be seeing in this series from here on in, for what it was a good read. It was above average, but that's about it. How it was at best for me. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, and I did enjoy reading it, but it's only the first issue, so I can't really say it's the greatest series ever. But for where we are right now, it's alright. It's pretty good. We're going to end this with X-Men number 10 Point Now, Part 1 of Ghosts. Archaea and the Sisterhood are signing up new recruits, and I am not gonna give those names away, but the names that they pick, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I am so ready to see where they go from here with just that plot point alone. Monet gets some help to bail her out of her situation that she was going through at the last issue. Jubilee and some of the X-Men get some information. I'm not going to spoil how, but they end up on a beach, and there's a reason why they stake out at a beach, because Archaea is spreading. The Archaea meteor exploded into several different pieces, and it's on this beach where they find out that she has possessed certain things that are coming up on the beach. I'm trying my best not to give it away. I'm really, really trying, folks. I really am. It was good. This was really good storytelling. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give too much away because this is really good stuff. I think now's the best time to be an X-Men fan. Somebody just recently asked me on Tumblr if I was going to get the No More Humans graphic novel. As soon as I saw who was writing it, I said, fuck no. Mike Carey is writing that shit. Fuck it. I'm not touching it. I hated what Mike Carey did to the X-Men during his X-Men Legacy run. That was some of the most boring storytelling I've ever read from X-Men comics. Fuck Mike Carey and fuck that shit. I'm not getting it. But right now, Bendis, Wood, Jason Aaron, Marjorie Liu, I mean, some of the best writers you could ask for when it comes to the X-Men. Not to mention, we're getting a new run of X-Men Legacy written by Chris fucking Claremont. I'm ready for that. But this was really good. Like I said, I'm trying my best not to give everything away. But it has one of those dun-dun-dun kinds of cliffhangers. It's really nice, really good. Can't wait to see what they do with the next two recruits of the Sisterhood. It's fantastic stuff. I loved it. Alright, that's all I got for this week in comic books, everybody. I want to thank y'all for watching. I apologize for the rudeness of my Earth 2 counterpart. He will not be taking over this show. I will see to that. And if he tries, I will punish him personally. But thanks again for watching, everybody. Follow me here on YouTube. I also got Blugoblin X, my reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. I will try to get caught up on those, I promise. Follow me on Twitter at Blugoblin01. Follow me on Tumblr, blugoblin.tumblr.com. I'm also on Pinterest. I keep forgetting to plug my Pinterest channel. Look for me on Pinterest. Look up Blue Goblin Comic Book Review. You will find me on Pinterest. I'm not on there very often, but when I am, I have fun with it. It's a good website. I think it's pretty good. Jennifer got me onto that website. Don't forget about my bro, one of my best friends, Chris, TheMtVernonKid. Everybody at Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. Mark and Chloe at Fast Decker Comics. And I can't forget my old buds, Deadpoolzilla and Brandon Hex. Hex, keep uploading those CMVs. I'm loving them. Even though I don't always comment on them, they're great. Thanks again for watching, everybody. And until next time. Oh, wait. I forgot about Arkham Asylum Studio. Jennifer and I are working on some new videos for that channel as well. So go subscribe to that, please. Thank you. Now, until next time, everybody. I'll see you all later.